After 13 years of experiencing it, did you ever feel like you were the exception, the one person that just couldn't recover?
Oh yeah, 100%. Especially this time. I thought like I had like psychosis or something like that I was never gonna recover. Like,
All right, what's up, guys? I'm Andres Wolf, founder of Reality Reconnect, the #1 DPDR recovery program. And today I'm here with my client who just recovered in 67 days after 13 years of on and off DPDR. Welcome, Brea. So happy to be here, to talk about your story. But yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself, Brea, just like, how this all started for you, but just like, where you're from and all that good stuff.
yeah. Yeah, well, I'm 26 years old. I'm from Prince Edward Island, Canada, actually.
Hmm.
Small town. Yeah, I was pretty like normal girl. Like I was pretty active like in my past. Like I was playing basketball
Yeah.
um for a lot of years, and that's like where it all started for
Mhm.
me.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, like when I was 13 years old.
When you were
So
13 years old, tell
yeah.
us about that. How was that like? I mean, just experiencing that at such a young age, and how
Yeah.
did your parents react to that? How did you react to that? Did you go the medical route? How did that go?
Yeah, no, it was terrifying at first.
Yeah.
Like I came off the basketball court first, and I just like I was like I don't remember playing. Like, and they were like, "Well, did you get hit in the head? Like, what? Like,
Mhm.
like it was the weirdest thing." And like I was like, "No, like I don't think so." And like even weeks leading up to this, like something was off. Like I felt off. Like, and then like I don't know, I just like we kept going, and they were like, "Hey, like you're fine." Like and then it ended up like I did go to emerge because I was like, and they did like keep me overnight because they were like, "This seems like severe," but like they ran so many tests, and they were like, "Nothing's wrong."
Right, right, right,
So
right.
I like went to so many doctors like over the years of this, like no one could figure anything out. Like, and I just felt hopeless because I was like, well, this keeps happening, and I lost so many years like of my life, I guess, and yeah, it was awful.
Yeah, no, we'll definitely get into that. Of course, so many of my clients have gone the medical route through like
Mhm.
doctors, therapists, medication, all
Yeah,
that. And I've yet to hear like one good story about it, quite literally. It's just because it's so like DPDR is so understudied and so unknown to these medical professionals, so it is
yeah,
what it is. But okay, so walk me through that. So you started experiencing at 13 years old, and then I know it was kind of on and off thing, right?
yeah.
So
It was definitely on and off. Like there would be like months where I'd like feel it, and then then I could go like years and not feel it, but it would happen every like few years, like depending. It could be like from a week to like 2 or 3 months of it happening. Like.
yeah, 100%. And then you came to me just like 4 months ago, and what happened this time? Because you told me this time was different, this time was more intense. What did that feel like this time?
Yeah, this time it was from like a panic attack. Like I think just
Mhm.
like kind of like anxiety, like just they kept going kind of, and then like I would have
Yeah.
like a panic attack, and then like I think I had like a few in between there too, and then it kind of like it didn't all happen like at once where I felt like completely like dissociated, whatever. Like it was kind of over a little bit of time,
Hmm.
um, and it was just like so severe this time, like the symptoms of it,
Yeah.
they're very
Yeah.
severe.
Speaking about that, what symptoms did you experience and how like severe was that for you?
Yeah, so definitely like nothing looked real. Like everything looked like a cartoon, like 2D, far back. Even like people, they didn't look real to
Right,
me.
like your own family, you were telling me.
Yeah, like I couldn't recognize like my family members. Like they just looked like they like lacked souls. I couldn't even like understand. Like I knew that like they were my parents and stuff like that, but I didn't understand like how like
Oh,
life
yeah.
worked, I guess. Like I was like, well, why are we even here? Like what like why are they my parents? Like it just nothing made sense.
Nothing. All that, I
Um,
mean, we talked a lot about the existential side of things that you struggled with a
mhm,
lot, just like myself, just like my clients. So I remember us talking about the intrusive thoughts too, all that. What else would
definitely.
you say was really severe for you? I remember the depersonalization was super severe for you, right?
Yeah, definitely like feeling like out of my body too. Like just not feeling like I was like even in the room sometimes, like no emotion. I couldn't feel anything for anything. Like I just feel like I want to feel something again. And I just couldn't. Um
The personality, you remember the personality
yeah,
you told me, just felt like you didn't have a personality anymore.
yeah, just didn't feel like I was like myself at all. Like I'm normally like pretty like outgoing and stuff, and I just didn't feel like I had a personality. Like I didn't want to leave my house. I didn't want to do anything.
I feel you. I feel you. Look, I'm gonna read exactly what you told me when you first reached out to me. Where you
Yeah.
said, this time it feels different. I feel extremely cut off from reality. Nothing is familiar. I remember my life before, but it doesn't feel like my life at all.
Mhm.
I feel as though I have no personality or emotion. I completely feel out of my body, like I'm floating. Intrusive thoughts on if life is real or not. It doesn't feel like I'm in the room. I'm somewhere. Feels like I'm somewhere else, completely isolated, and I don't recognize myself in the mirror at all.
Yeah,
Does that ring any
that's like,
bells?
yes, for sure. Like
Yeah,
it's weird now, like being recovered and being like, oh my God, like, but
I know, I know, I
yeah,
know.
like
It's
the
like
beer thing was trippy too. Like it's just like, how does that even happen? Like, oh my gosh, like that
I
was great.
know. And the state dependent memory is always so interesting to me, how like
Yeah,
you just don't even really remember it. Like it's like a
yeah,
distant memory where you like kind of remember it, but it's not something you like carry with you, which I think is such a great thing that we have
yeah,
because I don't know if I remembered every specific detail, that would be terrible, you know?
yeah. No,
And then
like
you told me as well, on a form I had you fill out, intrusive thoughts, lost sense of who I am as a person, feeling like I forgot how to do life, out of body, not recognizing my family, people don't look real, and no personality. So yeah, definitely, definitely what I've been through, we've all been through. And
yeah,
just so, the people know, like what type of intrusive thoughts are we talking about? Like, what did that look like?
yeah. Like a lot of just like existential thoughts, like the what is life? Like why am I here? Like and just like not being able to like make sense of things. And I think what was there was like one that was always like oh like what's the point of doing that if we're just gonna die anyway? Like that was a huge
Yeah,
one.
yeah, 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 yeah. I
And that
remember
would come
that. That
in,
was that was
yeah.
so depressing. I hated that. It was
Yeah, and I'm just
terrible.
like I don't know, like you don't know where these thoughts like come from, and you're just like, what? Like, and you just think you're crazy because you're like, why am I experiencing these thoughts? Like, and
Yeah.
where are they even coming from? Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
100%. And obviously, like you still experience anxiety, right? Did you ever feel like you experienced depression from it?
yeah, for sure. Like, I just felt like so depressed, like, because like I didn't want to do anything, and I just felt like I couldn't like get any joy out of life anymore. Like, I would tell my mom, like, I was just like, there's no like joy. Like, I wake up and I just like don't even want to do anything, even though like in the program, like you push yourself so hard, you're just like, I didn't even want to like get out of bed. Like,
That's how it is.
I was so excited to go to bed like every day, and that's just not good.
That's
Like
how it is.
I just really didn't think I was going to.
I know, I know. I feel you. I mean, that's something I struggled with so much, thinking that my DPDR was somehow different or like too severe or like just uncurable. I feel like I broke my brain.
Yeah.
And I honestly can't imagine what you felt like, to be honest, like 13 years in, on and off, and then this time it's really bad. And yeah, I can't imagine what that was like, but I'm proud of you for sticking it through, for trusting in me, and now we're here looking back on everything. It's amazing, of
Yeah, no, I'm thankful for it.
course. And what would you say, like, I guess were like your most debilitating symptoms? Like like what things really, really just were the worst for you?
Probably like not feeling like you're in your body was
Oh,
pretty scary. Like definitely like when I first started too, like I felt like I was like floating across the room
yeah,
basically. And that's just like not a good feeling.
tell
Like
me
it's
about
just
it.
terrifying.
It's
Like you just feel
horrible.
like you're like floating across the room basically, like you're not even like there. It was like horrifying.
It's terrible. I hated that feeling. I remember the same thing. I remember being at work and like I would go from like room to room. I was like in an office and it literally felt like I was phasing through like the office.
Yeah, it
Like I
just
was like
feels
a ghost, like I was Casper. It was horrible.
yeah, it's
Hated
scary.
that. And then existential thoughts, I imagine, were up there for you.
Yeah, those are yeah, for sure. Like the that questioning. Oh, also like the time, like going really fast, time distortion was like
Mm.
really bad.
Another common symptom for sure.
Yeah, that was like
Totally.
scary.
Uh,
Um, yeah.
And what would you say was like your lowest point with DPDR?
Probably like this time I just really thought like this was it. Like if I was never gonna recover. Like I remember thinking like if I don't get out of this, like I'm gonna have to go like live with my parents for the rest of my life. And I don't want to do that. Like I
Yeah.
just so like I couldn't do anything for myself. Like I felt like especially like coming from before where you felt like you could handle everything and like do it all yourself to like being like I can't do anything. Like I just feel helpless. It's
Yeah,
not
tell me about
it's
that.
not a good feeling.
Yeah, totally. What was the contrast between, I guess your last couple years? When was the last time you had DPDR before this time?
I think it was like 4 years ago.
Okay.
So and
Got
I
you.
thought that time was the last time too. So,
Yeah, I can
every
imagine.
time you think it was gonna be the last time, that's kind of why I was like, well,
I know. I
grow
know.
up with it or something.
And like, so you went 4 years without DPDR essentially, right? What was the contrast? Like, how are you living in those 4 years? And, you know, what did DPDR take from you?
Yeah, well, I just felt like I was like living up to like my full potential. Like I was like going to school, like I could do everything and like I don't know, just like hang with my friends, my family, like everything was normal. Like and then you get into DPDR and just like everything felt like it was taken away. Like my
Right.
social life, my like
Yeah.
academic life.
Yeah, you
Like,
did move back in with your parents. You stopped
yeah,
going to
like I had
work.
to quit my
You stopped
job.
going to
Like,
school.
yeah, and like throughout the years, like I had to like quit going to school for semesters because I couldn't do it anymore. So it took a lot away from me in those years too. And then it took made school like a lot longer for me, and like I could have been done a while ago if, you know. But
I know, I feel you.
I mean, yeah, thankful
Yeah.
just to be here now. But like,
Yeah, for sure, 1,000%. And what things did you try before joining Reality Reconnect? Like over
yeah,
the years, I know you brought up doctors. Did you get on any medicines? Did you do any therapy? Like what things have
I
you
think
tried?
I've tried everything. Like I think I've tried like therapy, like I went on medications, I went on like a beta blocker. Um,
Yeah. What was all the medications you tried over the years?
Zoloft, and then I mean I've been on a bunch of them because some of them I thought weren't working. So I don't even know what they are now, but
Just like a bunch of SSRIs.
yeah, basically. And
Oh,
then like the beta blocker and yeah, that's it. But like I tried like therapy, like a bunch of medical doctors, like just everything, like acupuncture, like anything.
acupuncture. How
Like
long did you do therapy for?
I didn't do it very long. Like the guy just kind of said like I don't really like they didn't really understand. Like so they were like, I think she's like fine. Like they just like don't really understand. So
It's really tough. How was that like for you going to like a therapist who was like supposed to help you and then obviously you feel misunderstood, you know?
yeah, it's not a good feeling. Like, especially like every time I would go to like a doctor or something, them just being like, well, like I don't know, like it's rare, or like they'd hear of it and they'd be like, well, I don't really know much about it. Like it seems it's really rare. So I was like, great, like 1% of the world has this, like I'm doomed, basically. Like, that's what it felt like anyway. But
I know, I know. And what do you think, while we're on that topic, like what do you think sets Reality Reconnect apart from like all the traditional stuff out there?
yeah, probably like the community of it all. Um, Definitely like I think like you guys, like you and Owen and whoever, like who have been through it as well, and just could guide me through it.
Right? Because we've
You like,
actually been there, so we know
yeah,
how.
like just you've been there and yeah, so it really like was helpful and just like even like the motivational part of it. Like I don't know if like I could have done the stuff like that on my own, like without you guys and
Right,
yeah.
100%. And what like fears or doubts did you have before you joined the program? I'm sure you must have been, after 13 years, like some guy online, you usually go the medical
Yeah,
route, but
that's
like,
why like I guess we were
yeah,
kind of skeptical of it at first for sure.
totally. Tell
But
me about that.
I
What was
was
going
like,
through your head?
well, I was like, how does he have 100% success rate? Like, I don't know. Like, and I was just like, I mean, I was like, it seems like amazing, but I'm like, is this real? Like, is this really gonna help me? Like, I don't know. I was pretty like skeptical, but I was willing to do anything at that point.
Right. I know. And
Yeah.
your parents were skeptical as well.
Yes.
We had a great call with them. But I'm sure before we had that call, they were skeptical. You were telling me I asked you like, well, what's like their biggest concern? You're like, yeah, they think it like might be some type of scam or something.
Yeah. So it was
And
like a
then
scam. Uh,
exactly. And then we had a great call. I mean, it was a pleasure to meet both of them. They were so committed to helping you and we made it happen. I told them it
yeah,
was gonna happen and here we are. And I hope they're very happy with you.
they are. Yeah, like it was hard on them too, and like every time like watching them like be like sorry for me and stuff like that, like it was a lot on them too, and they helped me a lot through it. So I'm thankful for their support.
They're awesome. They're awesome. I hope they're doing well. I hope
They
they're
are,
doing well.
yes.
And how did you find out about me, Brea?
I think it was, I don't know if it was Instagram or TikTok now. I can't remember. I think it was TikTok maybe. And
TikTok.
I think it was probably because I was searching so much like DPDR stuff that things were just popping up on my feed now.
Yeah,
And
totally.
then I don't know, like I don't know why. Like I was just like I clicked on it and I was just like, okay, like and I was just so desperate at this point. I was like, okay, like he seems like he knows what he's doing. Like he has like so many clients, like especially when I was watching like the client interviews and stuff like that, I was like I showed my parents them and I was like, no, like this is like legit, like like you can't make this up, like
Right.
and just like watching that and I was like, no, like he really seems like he knows what he's doing and like other clients too, like to see that it was like pretty amazing. So
That's awesome. And what do you think it was about me that stood out to you that like made you want to actually, reach out for help?
yeah, probably just like the success rate and like just like all the clients and like the community, I guess. Like when you showed me that too, like that was pretty like amazing and just like everything about the program.
Everything about the program. That's
Yeah.
awesome. I mean, do you think that you could have done this by yourself, Bria? Like, do you think you could have escaped DPDR after 13 years by yourself?
Probably not. Like it probably would come back and like I don't think I would be like as motivated today as I was. Like I think even like it helped me with like DPDR obviously like immensely, but it also helped me like with like motivation, like
Life.
life, like you know.
1,000%. That's what I tell all my clients, right? Like the
Mhm.
DPDR is the easy part. It's really about like how I want you to live after DPDR. I truly want you guys to live a very fulfilling, exciting, and a great life. So it takes time to build those skills and to build those qualities, but at the end, it's always worth it.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
like what qualities have you built that you'll take with you now into your life?
Definitely like an active like more active lifestyle, like just things before that like I wouldn't do because I didn't want to, I guess, or like I was like lazy or something. Like
Hmm.
just like even like walking like every day, like going to the gym more, like even eating healthy, like I was not a good eater before. And like just like knowing all these things now, like that will help me throughout. Yeah.
Totally. That's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, cool. So, yeah, you reached out to me. I remember that like it was yesterday. You had your consultation call. We had a call with your parents, and then boom, we joined. We went all in. And then from there, Bria, like at what point would you say you started seeing progress?
Um, Definitely like probably within like the first like month, like for sure. Like I mean I saw like more progress in myself too, but like the DPDR, it was taking a while still.
Mhm.
Like I saw like how much like I was getting up every day and like trying like really hard. Like there was definitely like hard days. Like it wasn't all easy, that's for sure. But
Definitely not. And we'll
no.
talk about that for sure. No, 1,000%.
Yeah.
And I told you, right? Like after 13 years, we're gonna have to really, really go all in and we're gonna have to really rewire your brain, your nervous system. And it takes time to do that, right? Especially after so long, like the circuits in your brain have been so used to that. But yeah, you listened, you're like, okay. And then after that, what did it feel like seeing like your first breakthrough?
Yeah, it was pretty amazing, honestly. Like, I was like, because after like the first month, I was like, okay, like it's helping, but I'm like, I don't know. Like, I was like, they're still there. Like, everything's still pretty like intense. And then,
Totally.
yeah, and then after like a while, I was like, okay, like this is really helping. And yeah,
There it is. And there it is. And like it's also like from your first breakthrough to your full recovery wasn't that long, right? It was like a month, like 37 days, something like that, right?
Mhm.
And it just shows you like you have to trust the process, right? Like the brain is rewiring itself. And I kept telling you this. I remember I kept sending you this
Yeah,
one thing I have in the community, which is the law of invisible progress. That no matter what, if you follow the plan and you do what I say, your brain is rewiring, whether you feel it or not. And I kept telling you, just let your brain catch up, Bria. Keep putting in the
yeah.
work, let your brain catch up. And it caught up. Of course it did. It always does. And you know what's one thing like I want people to take from this? I'm not gonna lie, not a lot of people can relate to having DPDR for this long, Bria, at all, right?
Yeah.
But what I do want them to take away from this is if you can do it after 13 years, they can do it, right?
Oh
If there's
yeah.
anyone in the world that deserves to say, what if I'm the special case? What if my brain is broken? What if my DPDR is different? It's you. And it's funny because I mean, so many of my clients who've only been struggling for a couple months or a couple years truly believe that. They're used to believe that, right?
Yeah.
But like, if there's anyone that is valid for saying that it was you, right? But it's
Yeah.
still not true. So I really hope it gives a lot of hope to people.
I hope so
But
too.
what'd you say?
I hope so too.
Yeah, of course. And what like specific part of the program do you think made the biggest impact for you? Whether it was like the course, the 24/7 support, the weekly calls, the community,
hmm
which one would you say?
Um, I thought like the coursework was like really helpful, like at first, like just to like understand, I think everything like of like why it's happening to me because like that was always like something like I just never like understood. And I think like once you kind of like understand that like aspect of it, you're like, okay, like this is why that's happening to me and like I can get like over that, like doing certain things and like just understanding like why it's happening, I guess. And
Thousand
like,
percent, 1,000%. You know what's good? I mean, you recovered before that, but I just dropped Reality Reconnect 2.0 course. It's like a
hmm
new course that I was working on for like over a month,
that's awesome.
and I'm getting such amazing feedback from that.
Oh,
Like,
good.
like amazing. They're like I had a bunch of clients like I told them like go rewatch it because I want your input, and they're like, yeah, this is like significantly better. Like the first one was already great. This is like
Yeah,
next level. So
that's
I'm really
awesome.
happy for that. But yeah, you
Yeah.
brought up a great point. You have to actually know what you're dealing with in order to know how to overcome it, right? A lot of people just think they can just like like muscle their way out of this or like think their way out of this or like wait it out until it one day fades away.
Yeah,
But
that's
you
what I was like.
truly, yeah, you truly have to know the education behind it and how to overcome
Yeah,
it for it to go away. But
for
that's
sure.
awesome. Did anything else resonate with you other than the course? I think you said the community earlier.
Yeah, definitely the community, just knowing that like other people are going through it as well. Because I felt so alone for so long too, like all these years, like not knowing anybody who ever went through it and stuff like that was pretty like you feel so alone. So like to know that like, oh, like there's other people going through the exact same thing as I am and like the action wins and just everything like that just was great.
That's amazing. Yeah, I've actually gotten such great feedback from the community recently too. And I actually started like putting it on my story. Like I put it on my story like a week ago, like that it's even a thing and people like
Mhm.
that. So it's awesome. And in terms of your recovery journey, Brea, like you joined the program, right? You didn't really see results until a month in, right? But then after
Mhm.
that month, or just like in general, what would you say your recovery journey was like, right? Because it's definitely not a linear process. You know, you had your first breakthrough a month in, then how would you say things took their course?
Like after the first month or
Yeah, just like, yeah, I mean, we already know the first month was just straight putting in the
yeah.
work, not really seeing results yet because the brain
Yeah.
still needed to catch up, right? After the first month, how was that like?
It was good. Like when you finally start to like see results and you start to see like that breakthrough, like it's gonna happen, like you feel like pretty like positive experience, like, and you just gotta keep going. Like you just want to get to that finish line too, like of breaking free, like,
Yeah,
and it's just pretty amazing.
right.
So,
And did you ever have like some down moments, like moments where you started questioning, like, shit, I don't even know if this is gonna work, like things like that?
oh yeah, for sure. Like there was a lot of hard days. Like it was hard. Like I remember telling my mom, I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like she's like,
Mhm.
well, I don't know what you're gonna do. And I'm like, I don't know either. Like, I was just like, I can't do this. Like, so like, oh, like I'm not gonna recover. Like, you know.
Everyone's gone through that. Like myself, I've gone through it. Every single one of my clients, like it's
Mhm.
impossible to not go through that because, I mean, as you know, recovery is not linear. You're gonna have your tough days, but what's really important is how we help you during those tough days or those tough weeks, you know? Like
Yeah,
how important would you say it is to have like a support group there that can remind you and that can give you the proper advice in those low
yeah,
moments?
yeah. Like the calls and stuff were like very helpful as well. Like you and Owen, like just being there for me. Like and like I had so many questions, I think too, and like just like, is this normal or like, you
Yeah,
know, like I'm like, am I the only one experiencing this? Or like they're like, no, like you're good. Just to like know, like okay, like other people have experienced this too. Like it helped a lot for me to like just reassurance of being like, okay, like no, we're gonna be okay.
of
And
course. Right. That's so true, right? And I feel like what's so important too is like knowing that you're on the right path, you know?
yeah,
Like because if you hadn't known you were on the right path for the first 30 days, you wouldn't have continued, right? A lot of people
no,
quit because they don't, first of all, I mean, they're not on the right path, but they just don't see the results, you know? So
yeah.
just knowing that you're on the right path, I think is so important, you know? What's something you would have told yourself 3 months ago, or 4 months ago, essentially? Like, what's something you wish she would have known?
Like probably like that I like how hard like I could work, I guess, like to get out
Okay.
of this, like and just like how much like better I am now, like even from like before, like just from everyday like life of being like, like just like being like lazy or whatever and just not wanting to like do stuff, like just like really pushing myself this time, like and being like motivated to do things that I wasn't motivated to do before.
Right. So, like, showing yourself that it's possible to be
Yeah,
that person.
yeah, 100%.
Got
Yeah.
you. Got you.
Before I probably wouldn't have thought that it was possible for me to do that. So
Right. So you showed yourself that you could be a very hardworking, consistent, disciplined person.
yeah.
Super. That's amazing. I love that. Um, what else do I have for you? Let's see. I think I asked you this already, but like, yeah, what makes Reality Reconnect different from anything else you tried over the, 13 years? And you
Yeah.
said just lived experience, just like how
hmm
important do you think it is to actually have someone that's been in your shoes and that's worked with others and that knows the in and outs of DPDR?
Yeah, I feel like it's so important because I just feel like it's so like so complex too, like the
It
whole
is.
part of it. And like if you never been through it before, like you would have no idea. Like if I've never experienced this before, I would probably be like, no, you're crazy. But like whenever I experience it so many times, like it just I feel like I don't know. It's hard to like explain, but it feels like that.
Totally. Totally. Yeah. Again, it's just hard. It's hard because I know there's a lot of people that just they go that route with the therapists, with the doctors, and they all get
Yeah.
disappointed. And it's like, if I was in their shoes, I would also think I'm the special case or something like that, or I have some crazy thing, even though it's not even that crazy, right?
Yeah,
They
like
just need to
doctors just
see.
like brush it off. They're like, well, there's nothing like physically wrong with you. So,
Right,
yeah.
right. I'm sure like it's just anxiety, whatever the thing might be.
Yeah, like you're just anxious. Like,
Yeah. And they just don't know how to help. And I think that's the worst part. It's like it's not like they're bad people. They just literally do not know.
no, yeah, they're
They're
just not
just
really trained in
they're
that.
just
Like,
not trained, they're not educated, they're not qualified for it, you know? So it's tough, but
yeah,
that's why I exist, helping,
yeah,
I wish I could help everyone though, you
yeah.
know?
Well, you've
And
been doing a good job.
thank you, thank you. And what role did you think, what would you say, I talk about like going all in and right, like taking action despite being scared, right? Like what role do you think that played in your recovery? Just like even from the beginning, like going all in, even though you had your doubts and skepticism and all that.
Yeah, I'd say like it definitely played like a big part, like of just going all in because if I didn't go all in, I don't think like I would have recovered. So 100%
Why
just like
not though?
probably just because like I don't know, like just because like you need to have that like you need to have that mindset. Like you need to be like willing 1,000% like I'm going to do this and you need to like show yourself that you can as well. And
Yeah.
you got to put in the hard work or you're just not gonna get better.
Yeah, 1,000%, 1,000%. Going all in is like my favorite concept ever. And it seems so cliche. It really does, and I understand.
Yeah.
But you'd be surprised how the majority of the population hasn't gone all in anything ever. When
Yeah.
you finally make the decision to be like, you draw a line in the sand and you say, I'm never ever going to experience DPDR again. I'm not letting this take over my life. And
Mhm.
I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna go all in. It just changes everything. And you actually act on it and not just say it. It changes everything. I
Yeah.
still remember the day everything changed for me. So that's why I talk so much about going all in and taking action despite being scared, despite the symptoms.
Yeah, no, exactly.
And was there a specific moment, Bria, where you felt like, wow, like I feel normal again?
I don't know if there was like a specific moment. Like I remember like being like, okay, like I'm recovered now, but I think it was pretty like gradual. Like it was,
100%.
like after like finishing the program stuff and then like that week going towards it, like I was like, okay, like I feel better.
Totally.
And then it was kind of like, okay, like I am recovered, but it wasn't like a
It's like
specific one.
gradual. Gradual.
Yeah,
No, that's
more
super common.
gradual.
That's super common. And how did you feel when you realized, like, wow, I recovered?
I was like, I made it. And I just never thought I was gonna make it out. So it was pretty
Celebration.
amazing. Yeah.
That's amazing. Do you feel like this time it's different, because you technically have recovered in the past, but like kind of by luck, right? Like, how did you recover in the past, by the way?
Like I literally I think every time like it happened, like I would just like take like time off and like I did like things like I would work out and stuff and like just kind of like wait it out. Like
Waited
just
out the classic. That's
yeah,
the
just kind
thing.
of
Look, I want to bring up an important point. That is the thing like a lot of people don't understand. You might be lucky if you wait it out and it disappears. And if you've had it for several months, then definitely not. But if you had it for a couple weeks, maybe like a month or two, and you want to wait it out, I get it. But what they don't understand is like if you recover by accident, that's what I call recovered by accident. It's going to come back because you never actually
yeah.
dealt with it in the first place. And then when it comes back, don't be surprised when it's worse. And that's what happened with you,
Yeah, and that's what
you
kept
know?
happening. Like I feel like every like time it would come back, it would just get worse. Like and then this time I was like at my breaking point where I was like, this is so severe that I was like, I'm not gonna make it. So
I know. And what advice would you give to someone who is kind of doing what you did, where they kind of just want to wait it out, see if it plays its course, and kind of not go all in and just like
yeah.
recover by accident?
Yeah, definitely don't like go all in. If you can like find someone like you, like you specifically, then definitely take it and do it because you don't want to like wait 13 years and then be like and lose so much time when you could have had it back. And I just like for me, like I just couldn't find somebody. Like I lived in such
No,
a
I
small
know.
town
There
and
was
like
no one. There was no one.
no, like there wasn't. So it just, like when I finally found someone, it was so like amazing, like reassuring that like I would recover from this. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm so happy for you. And that's such great advice because truly, like, you don't understand how many people have reached out to me saying, oh, yeah, I had DPDR 5, 3, 10 years ago, and now it's back. And I asked them, like, okay, cool, just out of curiosity, like, how did you recover the first time? it's never intentional. Like literally never has someone said I recovered with a real plan. I understood DPDR. I had people helping me and I recovered. It's always like by accident, by waiting it out, by something, and then it comes back. It could be like 10 years later, and it's
Yeah.
sucks. I know it must suck to hear that if I was like watching this right now. But again, it's the harsh truth. Like you have to truly face it head on. You have to really overcome it? And
Yeah.
now that you overcame it the real way, in the proper way, Bria, how confident do you feel in yourself that that's old news? Like that's never gonna come back.
Yeah, I feel like really confident in it. Like I know now what I didn't know, I guess, back then. And I just feel like I have all the tools now, like, and like the mindset of it all to like not ever go back into it. So I'm pretty confident.
100%, 100%. And you know the education, which is really important. You know why
Yeah.
you got into that state in the first place.
Yeah.
You know what perpetuated that loop. And you know that even though anxiety is common to experience, which you probably will experience it, you know you're never going to fall back into the cycle because you already slayed that dragon. Once the dragon is slayed, that's it, right? And it's funny because a lot of people, especially recently, when I asked them like what's their like my clients asked them like what was your biggest concern before joining, they're like, yeah, I was scared it was going to come back. But again, I have to explain to them like how the brain works is once you truly overcome that thing and you break those patterns, there's no way for it to come back, unless somehow your memory was wiped from existence.
Yeah.
In that case, maybe you forgot everything ever.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, that's such a great point. Let's see what else I got for you. Yeah, I mean, how does life feel like now, Bria, now that you're back
Mhm.
100% better than ever compared to how it was just a couple months ago?
Yeah, it's crazy. It feels like amazing. Like it's so amazing just to like go out and like do things like normally, I guess. Like even going to the grocery store was hard. Like going for a walk felt like crazy. Like
Bizarre, yeah.
yeah, like everything was just so strange. Like to see the world normal again is just like a pretty amazing feeling, honestly. Like just feel kind of like invincible for for a while. Because
Invincible.
yeah.
That's 100% true. And I want you to carry that energy with you because it
Mhm.
shows you, like, if you're able to do this, Bria, you're able to do
Yeah, that was
anything,
the big part
anything,
too. Like it
you
makes you
know?
want to be like a better person at the end of the day and like a better like just fulfill like your potential and like if you're capable of doing that, then I think you're capable of a lot. So
100%, 100%. And like paint the picture. What does life look like now from before? Before you're living with your parents. I
mhm.
think you told me you weren't going out at all or something. Like, I don't
Like
remember. I
as
don't
in
know.
like
I don't remember. I don't know if it was you or someone else, but I think you were telling me like you were just kind of like at the house and maybe doing like some things here and there, but like pretty cooped up, right? Or no?
yeah, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Like I wasn't like leaving my house really. Like I would like my mom would like make me, but I
Mhm.
mean, I didn't want to like go out and do anything like with my friends or anything. Like I would just rather like stay home. And now like I'm going out, I'm doing everything, like going doing whatever. So it's
Right.
pretty
You moved back in by yourself. Now you're
yeah, so
finding a
back in my
job,
apartment, yeah, trying to find a job.
finishing
Yeah,
up
so
school.
yeah, so it's been pretty
We're so
amazing.
back. We're so, so back.
Yeah. Yeah,
Amazing.
back to my life before, so but better.
Way better.
Way
What's
better.
what's something you're like most proud of yourself for, Bria, throughout this process?
Probably just like putting the work in and just like believing in myself, I guess. Like it takes a lot to actually do it. So
Mhm.
definitely just doing all that and putting the work into it.
100%. I'm super proud of you for that. And for the people that don't know, like, what does the work look like? Like, what does putting in the work even mean?
Like definitely like just like getting up every day, like at that certain time, like making time for yourself, the journaling, the eating, like the going to the gym, like just scheduling your day with like healthy things like every day and just making sure you're on that schedule to like regulate
Totally.
yourself.
Totally. And I want to point out that it's truly different for everyone. Like
Yeah.
what works for you might not have worked for my last client because everyone has their own life, everyone has their own symptoms, their own triggers, their own bad habits, their own everything.
Yeah.
And with you, very much we took the approach of your life was very misaligned before you joined the program in terms of your habits, your food, your mindsets, how you responded to symptoms, what you didn't know about DPDR, literally everything, right? And we just had to realign everything to
Yeah.
what was truly the best version of you, and of
Yeah. Being like
course,
the best
like
version of yourself.
of course, embodying the best version of yourself and every single day. That's the key. And I want to give credit where credit is due, Bria. Like every single day you were on point. Every single day. Like the updates, the schedule, the you were booking calls every week. You were putting in the work, and hard work always, always, always pays off. And it shows with you. Um, if you put in the work, whatever that work might be to you, I can't say what it is for everyone. It's different, right? But if you actually go all in and embody the best version of you, there's no way you don't win at the end of the day, you know?
Exactly. Yeah.
It's amazing. Cool.
Mm.
Um, what else I have for you? Cool. Yeah. I mean, how did you justify the financial aspect of things, Bria? I know like your parents helped you out with this, right? And they were
Yeah.
skeptical, of course, but
Yeah.
I'm sure you had conversations with them and at the end of the day to decide, you know what, let's go for it. How did that process?
Yeah, I mean, at first I was like I've obviously like felt bad because I knew like I couldn't like afford it at the time, so I was like this is what it is, kind of. And I think like they were just willing to do anything at this point. Like after 13 years, they were like, "What's like this amount of money?" And I was thankful for that. Like I will be forever thankful for them doing that for me. So
They're awesome for that. Do you
yeah,
feel like it was worth the investment?
oh, 100%, yeah. I
100%.
mean, yeah, like investing in yourself is something something different for me. So
Wait, say it again?
like investing something like in yourself is definitely like worth it.
Yeah, you said it's something different for you. That's a good point. A
Well,
lot of people haven't really like invested in themselves.
yeah.
It's kind of like I remember when I was at that point too, like even like business investments for me, like it's hard because it's like I don't know, it's like you're stepping into unknown territory in a way. And it's like, especially when you're in your anxious state in the DPDR mind,
Yeah.
it's like you're taking a pretty big step, and then your mind starts going into the worst case
Yeah.
scenario. Your
Exactly.
nervous system wants to keep you in your comfort zone. The DPDR says, you're not going to recover, so what are you even doing? And it's like this whole thing, right? But I
Yeah.
applaud you, Bria, because obviously if it wasn't for you being like mom, dad, like what did
Yeah.
you tell them for them to feel so confident, I guess? Like, yeah.
I think I was just like I found this guy and then I showed them videos. Like I showed them some of like the interviews like and stuff and then they were like, okay, like he seems like he really knows what he's talking about. Like he seemed like he went through it like and stuff like that. And then I mean, we were like skeptical at first, so it wasn't like a like we were almost at the point where we were like, okay, like no, we're not gonna do it. Like and we almost pulled out. Like
Really?
so close. Yeah.
Wow.
Like very
Wow.
close. And then
And then what happened? How did we get out of that?
I think I was just like, no, like I think like well, we were just scared like it wasn't legit or something, and we were like, what if it wasn't like? And then like I was like, no, like it's gotta be like I like we looked you up like so much, and we were like did everything we could to like look at everything. So we were like, no, it's like this is legit, and like we're gonna do it. So
That's hilarious. Jeez, I
I know I remember like that happening, being like, oh, I felt so bad.
no, jeez. I'm glad you told me, but like I'm glad like we ended up going with it because of course it paid off, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like we were like, well, maybe we'll
Do you
just
think
find
it's
it.
just do you think it's because obviously it happens a lot when you're skeptical or you're anxious state of mind. Do you feel
Mhm.
like skepticism is just like normal, like just with like in general, I guess, like online stuff, but like
Yeah, I think
especially
it's
with
just
like
like
anxiety and things?
yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know, I feel like just the way the world goes now sometimes too. You just never
totally.
know with things. Like, but
Totally.
no, I was pretty confident.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, that's awesome. And if someone's watching this and they're kind of like still debating whether like, maybe the program is the right fit for them, maybe they're seeing this client recovery interview, maybe they've seen other interviews, but like there's still like a little bit of doubt and skepticism. What would you say to them?
I definitely tell them just do it.
Just do it.
Do it.
Nike,
You
just
you
do it.
won't regret it.
You won't regret it. How come they won't regret it though? Like what is it about us that I guess you would recommend? Because like I'm sure there's other things that could potentially help, but like why us?
Yeah, just like the guarantee to like recover, like the support, the community, the calls, like just everything, even like just like understanding what it was from like the course and like just everything about it was like pretty amazing. So I
Mhm.
definitely think it's worth it.
I love that, Bria. I love that. I'm so excited for this next chapter in your life. Let's talk about that, right? Like, I'm sure a couple months ago, like you said, you were already like visualizing, like, damn, I have to live with my parents forever.
Yeah.
And like, I'm never going to be able to achieve my dreams and all that. Because I remember me like visualizing the worst case scenario. I'm talking like mental hospital scenario,
Yeah.
like all that crazy stuff. How is it like now? Like, what are you most looking forward to now that you're back 100% and ready to attack the world.
Just like trying to get that career like going and just fulfilling
Mm.
like that potential like for a career, just trying to do my best and like, obviously like spending time with like family and friends, like things that I guess you take for granted when like especially like when you're in that just felt so like crazy. You couldn't even like have a conversation and like now to just like sit in like peace like in a room with people and be like, okay, like, it just feels pretty
Being
amazing.
normal again,
Yeah,
right?
it's just feeling normal is amazing. So
Literally just feeling
definitely
normal
just
again. It's
everything.
all about the little things, right? Just like
It is.
being able to live and exist
Yeah,
normally, right? Like go
you
on a
just
walk
you take
normally.
it so like for granted and like yeah, it's like pretty
Mhm.
amazing.
And the crazy truth is that you get used to this, right? Like a lot of people think like, yeah, once I recover, I'm gonna like whatever, I'm gonna be the most grateful. I'll never take another day for granted. And that's a great mindset to have. But the truth is that the brain is a weird thing and it adjusts
It's
very quick. And now you're back in reality and you just almost take things for granted again. It's so odd.
yeah, you do.
So odd.
It's so weird like how that works. Like I just don't understand. But
Yeah. Just like,
even like I've been recovered like only for like a month and it feels like it's been so long. So
yeah,
it's pretty wild.
it's it's something, let me tell you. But the best thing is you don't have to live with the trauma of the horrible experiences you went through over the last couple months. Now you can live your life again. So I'm super excited for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is like my last question here, by the way, but what's like if you had to leave this world with one piece of advice for someone going through DPDR, what would that be?
Probably just don't give up. Like don't give up because like I wanted to so many times, but like I didn't and I figured it out, and with help. But I mean, definitely just get help and go to the right people and just don't give up, I guess, at the end of the day, because you can do it.
Don't give up. That's powerful, Bria. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are at that point where they just don't see a way out. And I was that person that just literally didn't see a way out. But the one thing I never did was give up. And I was so close, so close. Like even when it comes to like the depression and suicidal ideation side of things, like I was so close to just exiting because like truly I didn't feel like there's a way out. And if someone would have told me that I would have recovered 5 weeks after that day where I hit rock bottom, I would just like I wouldn't even laugh. I would just be like, that's so
Mhm.
stupid. But it's true, you did it too. Funny enough, like literally, like after your first breakthrough to full recovery was literally 5 weeks. So if I can do it, if Bria can do it, if all my clients can do it, if we all can do it, you're no different. Even after working with so many clients, Bria, I would still say that my DPDR was, I would say the worst, if not one of the worst. And I still did it, right? You did
Yeah,
it after 13 years, and a bunch of my clients have done it in their own time frame. But definitely don't give up if you're watching this.
yeah,
Keep fighting. Don't ever, 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 ever like throw in the towel, right? Because like
yeah,
recovery is so much closer than they think, right, Bria?
yeah.
Even like 3 weeks into the program, you probably thought like again the doubts, what if it doesn't
Oh,
work, but you kept at it, and it
yeah,
just a couple weeks later, you made a full recovery.
yeah, yeah. It's pretty crazy.
That's how
Pretty
it
amazing.
works. That's how it works. I'm so proud of you, Bria. Yeah, last thing I would say is just like thank you for being such a great client, such a great person. You know,
Yeah.
like
Thank you.
like I told you, like you showed up every single day, you committed to everything I said. You actually did it, you put in the work, and there no complaints at all. Like you were absolutely perfect, stellar the whole time. And that's why we're in the position we're in today, right?
Yeah,
And the one thing I want you to take with you, like I told you earlier, is like it shows you what you're capable of, right? You became someone that you didn't think you were capable of, but
yeah,
you did it and you got an incredible result out of it. Now, if you can apply that same thing to everything else in your life,
yeah.
everything is possible for you, Bria. The sky's not even the sky's the limit.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Okay, amazing, Bria. Well,
Yeah,
amazing interview, and I'm really, really glad we made this happen. I think a lot of
yeah, me
people are gonna get
too.
inspired and hopeful. If you can do it,
Yeah,
everyone can do it.